So this particular demolition that you're talking about is called a special security operation on illegal encroachments. So it starts today, October 19, 2023. If your memory can serve you, this is a particular operation that also took place with a different name 2 years ago. And according to officials, it did help when it comes to the OIC road construction. And today, the security forces, as well as line ministries, the Gambia Transport Union, NRA, or any stakeholder that has a stake in this, are collaborating to ensure that our roads are free from any form of illegal encroachment. So currently, we are at the mobile traffic headquarters right here in Canifing. We're waiting for the officials to come and tell us how they intend to go about this. But it's something that should be welcomed if it is something sustainable, obviously, because that is something that a lot of people are stressing. The fact that most of the time when we do these initiatives, we just start 1, 2, 3 days, and then the next day people go back to settle because they feel like these initiatives are not taken seriously. So I think the center of focus for every individual should be about the sustainability of this particular initiative, because it is really, really brilliant. Prior to this particular operation that will take place today, the Gambia Police Force and its partners did release a press release to state the terms and the conditions and even encourage people ahead of the day. So hopefully, if citizens are going to abide by the law, the police will not have to go through a lot today, considering that they have been warned already. You know, in disaster and climate change, we call it early warning. People have already received their early warning. So hopefully, if then they want to abide by the laws, the police will not have a big task today, considering that people have already been informed ahead. It is also important to note that the Gambia Transport Union is supporting this particular initiative, because obviously when it has to do with encroachments and all, it is something that affects transport, specifically drivers. So I saw this video by the president of the Gambia Transport Union supporting this particular initiative, which is beneficial to them. So like I said in the beginning, this is a partnership across the board, you know, involving the entire system, all the stakeholders that have a stake in this. Currently, I see some police officers marching, so I'm not sure if these are the individuals who will be carrying out this operation, but the likelihood is high. So as you can see behind me, Ibrahima, it seems that these are the police officers that will be carrying out this particular operation, which shows that they're obviously ready for this. Yeah, so according to the information I got on ground, Sting Corner, they'll be starting at Sting Corner. That is according to the information that I got. So from Sting Corner, then we'll be moving ahead. But like I said, the police are also banking on the fact that to actually measure impact, because like I said, this is not the first time that this particular operation is taking place. It has taken place 2 years ago. It was just not sustainable at the time. So this is sort of a revival of an initiative that has already started. So they are depending on the fact that the first few days that they implemented it, it was beneficial when it comes to the construction of the OIC roads. So we're looking forward to the impact that this particular one will register as well, because we see that the OIC roads construction is even progressing along these lines. Probably the rainy season must have been a reason to not continue, but obviously with the end of the rainy season, we expect that the road constructions are going to continue. So if this is taken seriously and done the right way, then it will be as impactful as when it was done 2 years ago to aid the construction of the OIC roads.
It's Geolite music.
Saluto ibuntang karakulu sabolam fonka nguntang. Jamal konye dinding kwe me fusi follow de kasunkang. Kwe pachinka lunkan tonya na paracho tabayla sunkang. Ho hi ho na kuyata mi ye paracho ibuntang. Apo extanta me buntang. Ay burbata kankang jamba saluto bani mabako kundangol. Na policeol konsal salut. Tanta me buntang. Ay burbata kankang jamba saluto bani mabako kundangol. Na policeol konsal salut. Ay wali wo police.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ibrahima, for joining us. We're still at the mobile traffic headquarters in Canifing, and shortly you will see that all the security officials that are involved in this particular operation are ready for the operation. Like I mentioned in the introduction, this is a joint security operation. I can see the Gambia Armed Forces, I can see the Gambia Police Force, I can see the mobile traffic police as well, and then all of us are gathered here about to start this operation. And as you can see behind me, different officials who are ready to brief the public in relation relation to where to start and what we're looking forward to ahead. So like I said, all the security forces are here and we're ready to take on this particular operation. The police PRO is here with the Commissioner of Mobile Traffic, who is Lamin Kinkoli. They're all here to brief the public in relation to this particular operation that we are about to start.
Because we understand development, national security cannot go in the absence of a good, reliable, safe transport system. We are aware of our routes whenever we want to travel from Brikama. For those of us who are traveling, going to work from Brikama, Mandinaba to Banjul, it takes us hours. But with this operation, that will be the thing of the past. At this point in time, I would want to allow the general who would want to address the enforcement unit. Those are the police officers and also members of line ministries and agencies who would take part in this operation.
Good morning, the executive members of the task force for this operation Clear the Road. Good morning to the operatives of different services here. Good morning to media houses here represented. The PRO have already cleared. He's mentioned, he's given the background, and then it's like that. I only want to emphasize few points. Like the PRO rightly said, our roads have been occupied, obstructed, every angle, everywhere. Everybody here have noticed. Every living person in this community have realized it. Footpath for pedestrians is being blocked. On the road, people are coming closer in the road. It becomes very difficult for road users, whether walking by foot or whether you are on transport. And then some of the blockages, the obstructions, are not even safe as to their life, should in case of accident and other things. The advice I want to give here to the executive of the task force and the operatives, we are not compromising. We are not compromising the task we are going to begin. Whosoever is being in that column, you'll be cleared. We don't want to know who is who or who put you there or where do you come from. Once you are found liable, we are going to deal with you. The road must have to be cleared. Any obstructions on the way, on the highways, will be cleared, no matter who you are. And I want all the operatives to be vigilant and be cooperating. You have your executives here who will be part of you people to make sure the work is done. And we are, of course, appealing to the member of the public, their cooperation with us as to what we are doing is a collective responsibility for every citizen or whosoever is in this country. So we need the support of the community, and of course, even the media houses, we need your support. You are on board. In fact, you are going to join us. We all do the job. Media houses, you are not going to be left behind. You are part of us, okay? You are also a road user. You are part of the task force. In fact, I'm including you in the task force. We all gonna do it together to make sure our country is safe. The road users are safe. Even people occupying the road are safe. Because if they occupy the road, if you don't clear it, they are not safe. If you can remember how many accidents are happening, which some of you, the media houses, will cover. Okay? As a result, when a vehicle struck down, it found some people off the side of the road sailing, and it knocks them to death. But because they occupy the road. But if the distance is given, if a vehicle should have an emergency off-road, he will not find any other person. He will only find the ground there and will stay. But if he finds somebody sailing on the offside of the road, obviously the person is knocked. Am I right? So we are not compromising this task. It's going to be started today, and it is a work to finish. And it's not going to be compromised. So that I will warn all the operatives participating in this task force. So that's the signal warning I have for you people. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, General, for those wonderful for that wonderful deliberation. I just want to take this opportunity also to inform the general public that this is how it is going to be. This operation actually is going to look into not only the vehicles on the road, but also installation, and also cattle, stray animals on the road are going to be removed. So basically, this is what is going to happen. Is a kickstart now. We are moving. We are going to start from sitting corner or sitting corners, or I would call it, to wherever we stop today. Then tomorrow we continue from there. Thank you.
So Piero, you did not specifically mention how many days this operation is going to take, or it is going to depend on some technicalities.
Yes, thank you very much. For now, we know that we are starting today. It may go for a week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 1 year. We don't know how long it's going to last, because it's going to be nationwide. We are starting from with Greater Banjul area, all the regions within Greater Banjul we will cover. Then from there we'll have to go other parts of the country. Yes.
Yeah. So what is the strategic plan when it comes to the continuity, when it comes to this? Because this is a revival of an initiative that has already taken place before.
Yes, thank you very much. Because what happened, we understand that the police, one of the reasons why the police is leading this is that we have structures in every region. And the police commissioners of regions are tasked to ensure that everywhere, wherever the exercise has been done and the place is cleared, to ensure that nobody reoccupies that place, because they have the authority, they have the legal backing to be able to arrest anybody and also prosecute anybody.
Piero, am nañ ñu nga xam ne tam ñu ngi seetaan in the local language te xëj na duñu xam luy xew waaye tey Gambia Police Force dañ génn pour make sure ne anything li nga xam ne mu ngi si yoon bi te waru faa nekk lu waa wane na ne warul faa nekk da ngeen koo génne nga wax ak suñ mbokki olof yi rek si wàllum loolu ak naka la moo njëriñee askan bi.
waaw jërëjëf, loolu am na solo trop comme ni ñu ko waxee rek dañ ko bamtuwaat rek waxoon nañ lii lu yàgg loo xam ne government bi dañ génnee press release mooy génne announcement boo xam ne di wane ne suñ trafic yoon bi nu mel nii dafa doon loo xam ne dafa doy waar torop te bokk na si loo xam ne dafa yokka si suñ accident case yoo nekk si biir dëkk bi te su bari si loolu mooy ne dafa am blockage yoo xam ne ay moto yoo xam ne ñu ngi taxaw si kaw yoon yi dañoo obstock yoon bi te dafa am ñoo xam ne tamit dañ tabax ay bitik ay yu mel noonu even ñoo xam ne dañu am seen bitik si booba waaye seen bitik bi dañ ko génnee bagage bi si kaw yoon bi foo xam ne nit ñi foofu lañu war a taxaw foofu lañu war a rombee di dem nit ñi block yoon boobu noonu so si loolu gis nañ ne daal am na solo trop ñoo xam ne ñoo nekk si wàllu mbir boobu noonu wàllu yoon bi mooy National Road Authority bi physical planning ak police yi ak yeneen stakeholders yoo xam ne transport union to be exact ñoo xam ne ñoo bokk si liggéey bi ni pour ñu joxante loxo jàppalante ñu gis ne lépp loo xam ne ñu ngi jànkuwaat ak nit ñi si problème boobu noonu si kaw yoon bi ñu génnee ko dafa mel ni loolu lañ door tey te loolu noonu kenn xamul kañ la moo jeex ndigte is work to finish mooy ne ñu ngi koo door tey te is going to be the entire country waaye dañoo starté with Greater Banjul area mooy from Sting Corner dem ba Brikama suñ jeexalee booru yooyu noonu mooy ne Serekunda yëpp la Sénégambia yëpp la yoon bi yëpp combo yëpp dem jeex su boobaa ñu dem CRR NBR and other regions.
bëgg nañoo xam seen taxawaay ak seen dégguwaay si lii because nekk na loo xam ne mosoon ngeen koo def ñaari at si gannaaw te nekkutoon lu continue so ñu bëgg a xam ndax at bi ngeen ko dooraat tey October 19 ndax di ngeen ko dëgëral ba nga xam ne dinañ gis njëriñam.
waaw lii am nañ si kontaan trop ndigte government bi si boppam mu ñoo ñu jox backup bi ñoo ñu jox di support di logistique everything to ensure ne lii mu doon loo xam ne dafa continuer lii mu doon loo xam ne dafa taxaw ndigte coono bi ñëpp ñu ngi koo gis emut si wax rek nit yaa ngee dee ñu ngi ñàkk seen bakken bi te lii emu si loolu tamit because dafa nekk loo xam ne daf ñu affect suñ resources bi suñ revenue because nit ñi ñoo war a dem travel dem liggéey te trafic bi su bloqué da ngaa gis ne nit ñi waxtu bu ñu war a eggee office duñu dee eega office loolu yëpp dafa bokk si loo xam ne tax na ba nit ñi yëpp dëkk bi yëpp xam nañ ne lii problème la te problème bi dañ ko war a solve te ñu ko war a solve léegi loolu lañ jox liggéey boobu noonu te jox nañu assurance ne nañ taxaw suñ gannaaw waaw.
jërëjëf Piero fi mu nekk nii tamit gis nañ fi representative bi nga xam ne moom moo jógee NRA mooy National Road Authority ñoom tamit bëgg nañoo xam seen taxawaay si wàllum exercise bi tey jërëjëf ñu bëggoon a xam rek tey seen taxawaay si opération bi nga xam ne ñu ngi koo def tey.
jërëjëf Jay jërëjëf for this opportunity suñ taxawaay mooy di National Road Authority liggéey bu ñoo ñëw def ne ñun la ñoo dimbali. parce que yoon yi bu xatee National Road Authority la ñoo wax yoon yi tamit bu baaxee the same thing NRA So I think government coming together, central government to announce ni comme suñu yoon yi dañ xat pour other stakeholders yi ñi ñëw dimbale NRA su ko defee ñu occupy road corridor ñu mën a génne foofu su ko defee dis xat-xatal trafic ñëpp xam nañ xat-xatal trafic nu mel pour yooyu mën a ñu mën a génne si loolu. I think that is a good one. ñun amuñ lu ñu wax maanaam we had to come in full NRA jël ko suñ boppa comme suñ boss la NRA moo taxi ñu génn ni and we taking the lead as well parce que is our road corridor waaye ñu ngi wax ñëpp ne nañ cooperate parce que bakkani nit ñi la ñoo aar trafic bi bu génnee si this condition ñëpp lay feebo ñun ñëpp ñu ngi ko dunda fu mu nekk nii so operation bi is good for everyone included ñi xam ne ñoo fa nekk parce que seen life la ñoo aar thank you so much.
so fi mu nekk nii finally ñu try tamit seen da dinañ mën a am commissioner.
I am on the ground. I'm controlling everything and we make sure that whatever we do, we make sure that that is cleared. We cannot do it today and tomorrow people go back. Anybody who is found wanting on that will be prosecuted.
It's Geolite music.
Saluto ibuntang karakulu sabolam fonka nguntang. Jamal konye dinding kwe me fusi follow de kasunkang. Kwe pachinka lunkan tonya na paracho tabayla sunkang. Ho hi ho na kuyata mi ye paracho ibuntang. Apo extanta me buntang. Ay burbata kankang jamba saluto bali mabanko kundangol. Na police konsal salut. Tanta me buntang. Ay burbata kankang jamba saluto bali mabanko kundangol. Na police konsal salut. Ay wali wo police olule. Wayo saluto salima baba. Yamaro lule o baba. Fonsaluma. Ay wali o police olule. Wayo yo saluto salima baba. Yamaro lule o baba. Fonsaluma. Ay wali o sojaro lule. Paradu saluto salima baba. Yamaro lule o baba. Fonsaluma. Konde police olala o ma fo police kurungo. Konde sojaro lela o ma fo sojaru kurungo. Jamba saluto. Jamba saluto. Jamba saluto. Jamba saluto. Ma kamunam. Bangonya to tadu no bembela kanim fefe nata meya taraje. Sojar kunda du no kulia ta jaw ken yalla ntanyi kanti talaje. Ni jama salo masia jame kono bari paracho manya na kelaje. Sioni njuto respect koti je jamal telo na foni fataje. Don't sacrifice jama. Sarale ni nabije. Yurma trafenda fo bangola tangombe alombaraji babije. Police ola doku wa baba. Nabije. Ala fo masaye motivation no sarale adoman ningije. Ayuali wo police olule. Wayo saluto salima baba. Yamaro lule o baba. Fonsalma. Ayuali wo police olule. Wayo yo saluto salima baba. Yamaro lule o baba. Fonsalma. Service doku wa muna kola ya biye. Karfajo man fancy batabiye. Banku dinkenda wala siye. Mbedu alal mamili foteni yola.
Yeah, thank you so much, Omar, for granting us this interview. This exercise today, how will it benefit drivers in the country?
Thank you so much. I think the most important aspect is the safety aspect because we have recorded a series of accidents. Most of the accidents caused because of the environment we have been living. So that's why I think if this environment, this operation being continued, that's going to save a lot in terms of safety aspect. Because we all know our roads having series of hazards, not only road, but the road corridor is very important because these are heavy vehicles, they are speed vehicles. So if the road corridor have been freed, I think that's going to help all of us as road users. Because the road corridor and the Motor Traffic Act and the High Court Act this is from this. You cannot put this type of hazard in a highway. These are highway. Vehicle can have any emergency situation at the time it's running. And that alone, if that is around this end, people are living, that's going to create another hazard, another kiosk for the general public. So that's why we think this is going to help the general public in terms of safety. And number two, in free movement. You all know traffic have been congested. Sometimes not side of the road, but vehicles are parking anywhere. If you want to go to off-road, the pedestrians, using the bicycles are all occupied by vendors, car parks, garages. I think that's also affecting the time factors, because transport always about the time. If tires have been delayed, that's when your working is going to be affected. So that's what's going to help us so that we can have free movement. The time factor will be minimal, so people can do their normal work in their working times.
Thank you for it.
You're most welcome.
Yeah, Mr. Diallo, thank you so much for granting us this interview. What is your take on this specific operation today, which brings together all stakeholders in relation to road clearing? What is your stance on this?
Actually, as the leader of the National Livestock Owners Association, we are also affected. When you talk about clearing the roads, our animals are also intruding on the roads, and actually it's not supposed to be. Though we have our reservation, we have our complaints that we have given to government, that at least we need to have places where we're able to manage these animals. But if you look at the greater Banjul area, there's no place where now we can able to manage our animals. But that doesn't mean that also our animals should lie on the road. So the road is for everybody. It's for vehicle, for commuters, and any other person should use the road. So once we have something obstructing the road, actually the National Livestock Owners Association, we are also going to support that movement to make sure that the road is clear. But then from here, Janaba, we have to think further, meaning the government, the people, the community have to think further, because Gambia is developing on a daily basis, and again, these are animals within the community. These are things that are happening. So it's also a change of attitude. It's a way of people thinking that development need to go with change of attitude. And in changing our attitude, we need to have a proper management within our council. That's across the country. In each of the area council, they need to know where should our garage be, where should our cattle trucks, our livestock market, and whatsoever. When we have that, actually, you will see that there is no problem. But right now, even when we apprehend these animals, it's not going to be easy to have a place where we can keep them and give them water or whatsoever. But actually, we are in support of the move to make sure that animals move away from the highway. This is not the best place for them to be, and we are really here to support as a team to make sure that we apprehend these animals, put them in a place, and they are having enough food and water before their owners come for take ownership of the animals.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Jamal kwenye dinding kwe mefusi follow de kasunkang. Kwe pachinka lunkan tonya na paracho tabaila sunkang. Ho hi ho na kuyata miye paracho sunkang. Apo extanta me puntang. Ay burbata kankang jamba saluto bali mabangko kundangol na polisol. Konsal salut. Tanta me puntang. Ay burbata kankang jamba saluto bali mabangko kundangol na polisol. Konsal salut. Ay wali wo polisolule. Wayo saluto salima baba Yamaro luleo baba Fonsaluma Ayuali oh polizo lulele Wayo yo saluto salima baba Yamaro luleo baba Fonsaluma Ayuali oh sojaro lulele Parado saluto salima kanin fefe nata meya karaje soja kunda duno kuliata yaukeni yalantenyi kantitalaje ni jama salo masaya me kono bari parato manya na kelaje sioni nyuto jela stakoti je jama telo na foni pataje ndo sacrifice jama sarale ningabije yurma trafenda fo bangola tangombe alombaraji ba.
So the special operation on the removal of all illegal encroachments have officially started. As you can see behind me, you have officials of the Gambia Police Force as well as the Gambia Army and other stakeholders, NRA, Livestock Association, as well as all other stakeholders that are involved in this. It has already started, and we're in Old Joshuang, where we're taking a look at illegal garages, removing of illegal garages, and then according to the operation here, they cannot carry all these vehicles out of here. So the step that they're going to take, according to the police, is that they'll be taking the individuals who own these garages and be prosecuting them, because they've given them warnings months ahead of this particular operation. And like I said, as you can see, we're moving ahead to remove all illegal garages that are here, and then we'll be moving ahead eventually.
Fajo man fancy batabiye bankudi kenda wala siye mbedu alal mamili foteni yola civilian ol mankali jawti service man manken jawti kankanta kande ma kan sankam makoyi na baba o na mole ayuali wayo saluto salima police kurungo wambe soja rolle lawo ma fo soja lu kurungo jamba saluto ma kamona police olule wayo saluto salima baba yambaro lule baba fonsalma.
The security officers of our beloved nation deserve proper remuneration, accommodation, and recommendation. Their honesty and sincerity, in essence, is royalty. They mount duty for our utmost safety, and in their deployments, there are commitments. It's against this backdrop that Nento aka Pachaki is amplifying his voice for discussions on the importance of community or public policing to all men and women in their service for this country.
Police olule wayo saluto salima baba yambaro lule baba fonsalma ayuali police olule wayo saluto salima baba yambaro lule baba fonsalma ayuali sojaro lule sacrifice jama sadale lele bije matra fenda fo bangola tango me alombara jibabi police ola dogo baba na bije ala fo mansa motivation o sarale ado man bije Ayuali wo police olule. Oyo saluto salima. Baba. Yamba olule wo. For salima. Ayuali wo police olule. Oyo saluto salima. Baba. Yamba olule wo. For salima. Service loku wamuna kola yabige. Kalfajo manfensi badabige. Bankudi kende ola siye. Medualal mamili foteni yolake. Civilian ol mankali jauti. Serviceman manken jauti. Kankanta kande makan sansan kamakoyi. Una baba on kona molule. Ayuali wo police olule. Oyo saluto salima. Baba. Yambaro lewo. For salima. Onne police ole la o ma fo police kurungo. Onne soja ole la o ma fo soja lu kurungo. Jamba sabu